music going today.
Yeah. Miyake.
Miyake. Tugawana.
Gwina.
Kikadoos.
Halito.
Osio.
Hanape.
Speak Hakadish.
Madawaka.
Chokma.
Chimichokma. Kurumante. Did you say? Kurumante. Good
Buenos
morning.
dias.
Yeah, buenos.
Good morning. Good
I mean,
morning. Noches.
Buenos dias.
We already have our first comment.
Goodness.
Dang. Oh, good morning, Stacy.
Sitting there waiting.
Stacy Star.
Try to hide all my rolls.
Which, what do you know? My Hawaiian rooms.
Yeah.
Well, how's everybody doing? Did you have a good week? Good weekend?
Man, yes, I did, but I am still tired.
Dang.
We had our dance on Saturday. Like I went and helped set up for a little bit, and I jetted over to Norman to do a daddy-daughter dance with my little one. Danced with her for a couple hours. We jetted back over here. I changed my shirt, went out to our dance and danced on the way out there. Cleaned up, got home, about 12:30 or so.
Yeah.
Went to sleep, got up on Sunday, went to church, drove back home, changed, then drove to Canton, went and celebrated Cameron Little Coyote Hamster, her birthday dance, her Sweet 16 birthday dance. So I had the honor of being head man my first time. It's a pretty good experience, man, but dancing all weekend, and then last night I led a Bible study at my pastor's house. Tonight we have Sober Seams. Wednesday night church service again. So
yeah,
and it won't be till Thursday before I have evening where I'm not going to do anything. But I know I'm just going to sit in my chair and just pass out. But like last night, I had maybe 30 minutes. I got to go home, and I went home and sat down, and I fell asleep. And I didn't wake up in time because it takes about 10 minutes to get to Yukon.
Yeah.
And so I was supposed to be there at 6:30. I woke up at 6:25. Didn't even realize it. And then so I got up and jetted off, and I got over there about 6:40. And so I was like, man, all right. I was like, so my body's trying to tell me I need to sleep more, but I got about 6.5 hours last night. So
that's good.
So it was good. I was going to jump on Jake's live, but I was man, I'll be on there till 12:30. Yeah. And so I was like, nope, can't do it tonight. So I listened for a little bit, but then I took off. So.
Yeah, I was able to jump on there last night.
Did you share, or were you just there?
I shared. I was the first one. Yeah, I was the first one. Or I think I was after Natalie. I can't remember.
Nice.
It was either the first or second. Because Natalie read the meditation.
Yeah. So how was your weekend? What'd you do?
Good. Busy. We had our did a 2-hour dance class in the city, and then after that I went to. My son lives way up northeast Oklahoma by Miami area. He had his last 8th grade. It's called the Lucky 7 tournament. So he went against a little town, Fairland, and they were in the finals. They started Thursday, a whole kind of like their last 8th grade games. So I went to that, made it back, and then it's a 6-hour round trip, and then made it to the dance, the last.
Yeah.
45 minutes and then just had a good time and just drive in, got to see my son and watch him play his 8th grade year. He'll be on to high school next year, so they got second place, but he did what he could. He had a
audio difficulties.
3-pointer. Yeah, we're having a little audio.
I know, I was trying to fix it.
Yes, we're echoing. Hello. My name is Milo.
Switch it in the settings.
But yeah, a little sound difficulty. But yeah, I just had a busy weekend with the Nations Gore Dance. I think they had Timothy Fletcher Jr. was his.
Yeah, that was over in Gary.
And then there's another. The Oklahoma City Powwow Club had their dance Saturday night, so there's a lot going on. But man, I made it in. I made it in just in time for the women's fancy versus men's fancy contest. Man, I don't know, and making them all them the drum group, they sounded really good and dancing really good. The dancers made it I don't know, like beautiful medicine. I don't know how you
Yeah, it was keen, man. That was a
Keen.
good contest. If it wasn't one of the last ones of the night, I think we probably would have been like, okay, two groups, let's switch this up and do this. But it was cool to see them all out there and dance like that. I think we were surprised that we had so many contestants.
Yeah, it was a
There
lot.
was
The arena was full.
our Southern Cloth contest ended up, I think, having 18 people out
Dang, yeah.
there. Grass versus Jingle probably had about 12 to 15. Like the arena was full,
Yeah,
and
good.
Fancy versus Fancy was they were even more than that. So
Yeah.
it was kind of cool to see that. So I love that everybody comes out and supports. I love that everybody's out there, and we get to focus on the recovery aspect and show people that, we're here and we're building this community, and, culture is a big part of that solution. And, that's just to see that and everybody wanting to participate was awesome. And, it was a good night. We focused on, that's our second year of being in existence as All Nations Recovery.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal. I don't think any of us would have ever thought that we would have got that far, or that we would ever make a group the way that we did.
Yeah.
Like, I think we started out thinking we're just going to be, dancing in a couple places and
Yeah.
never thought that we'd turn into a group. But, thanks to Isaac and
Yeah.
giving us a shout
Ho,
out,
brother.
and
Ho.
saying, hey, there's the Recovery Gourd Clan. We're like, hey, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And we have people that are joining us from all over now and wanting to be a part of the group. And I know that we have members that are all over the state all the time, and ones that want to be involved that are across the nation. So it's kind of cool. So maybe one of these days, that's why we like to have our powwow, and we're planning that out in September already.
Yep. September.
I think we're looking at the 12th and 13th, so you can mark that on your calendar. We're going to have it at Concho again. We're planning out our head staff and everything. We're crowning our new senior princess.
Yeah.
We don't know who she is yet, so still put in your applications. Carly's been an excellent example of who we want.
Oh, Carly.
Man, like, she's taught us a lot, and I know that she always says we're goofy and that that we taught her things, but man, she kind of kept us in line from time to time, and I don't know how many birthdays she celebrated over the year.
From Portland to
Minnesota. Everywhere, every place we went to eat with her, we're like, hey, it's your birthday, we're gonna have them sing to you.
Oh yeah, get that discount, that cake.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been a good first couple of years. We'll see. Now we know, like, we see all the support, so hopefully the third annual dance that we have there in January for our anniversary will be even bigger. There's no way I think we would even try to fit in the ERC. I think Uncle Bruce told us like a year and a half ago, he's like, don't ever come to the ERC and have a dance again. He's like, you guys have way too many people.
Yeah, it's like it was like scooting in closer. That circle. Okay, that's good though.
Yeah.
But watching them dance Saturday, my daughter, she was running around, and I don't know, she even stopped and watched. So she can't, she's a little girl, so I held her up and she just watched both songs. She didn't try to fight and get down. She, I could tell she was feeling it. So it was good medicine. And thank you all for everybody coming out and just dancing, and it's medicine, to pray, to dance. So really appreciate everybody coming out and helping out, all the tribal youth council, coming out and helping us clean up. It takes a village, and it takes a tribe, but it's worth it all. So
shout out to my family for helping us out with the meal,
cooking.
Did a real good job. Lots of compliments. That's that my family's always involved in cooking for somebody. That's something that our aunt instilled into us. We all called her mom, but if there's ever a family in need, or if there's a dance or somewhere that they ask us to be, we're always there. There's plenty of times where I'm asked to go and help out, and I can't go up there because we're always up in that Otopani area, always helping out Tonkawa. But yeah, that's just what my family does, and so we're used to it. So it was good to be able to have them come and be a part and to see my little nephew Uriah come and help out and do AD duties, and see all my family come. I don't get to see them as much as I'd like. So anytime I get to see them and experience, being around the arena together, it's always good. So
Yeah, Piva. We got any comments?
Yes, Elizabeth Brown says good
Good
morning
morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning.
from Canyon Lake, Texas.
Oh, Cannon, Texas.
Good morning to Aaron Blackwolf. He says good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Aaron. Aaron.
And Dave Levi was just letting us know we had some audio difficulties. That
He-
was my bad.
He said we sounded weird, or you sound weird. Hey.
And Nona Russ says morning.
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 No.
Good morning to Amy Riggles.
Good morning, Amy.
Oh, Amy. I hope.
Isaac Rhodes said still tired from Sunday night.
Yep.
Oh, that hangover.
Bird's Head Howell says 130 days sober. My spouse and I are
Oh.
located in OKC sober living.
Oh,
Awesome.
ho,
Congrats
that's
on your
great.
130
Yeah,
days.
congratulations. Keep going, keep it rolling.
Isaac Rose says Melinda is the new senior princess.
God, double
I
senior.
guess like she was in I was laughing because she's like in all the pictures that the princesses are in that Anita took.
Oh.
And I was like, dang, I guess. I was like,
Dang.
she's our princess, our senior one,
Senior.
I guess.
Frida Ray says good morning, brothers. Was up. Thought MBH training was today. Was at the resource center at 7:40. Aho for all who helped with the dance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mending Broken Hearts isn't until next week, I believe.
Next week.
Yeah.
Dang, she was ready to go today.
Cynthia John says morning from Moapa Band of Paiutes.
Paiutes.
Good morning.
Oh, morning, Cynthia Joan.
David Deere says good morning.
I'll go, David.
Morning, Stungle. Chabang.
Bayale says Yatahe.
Hey, brother.
Sisters from Northern Navajo Nation, Southern Utah.
Yataha. Hey, what up, brother? How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Sherry Shoto says, I had an awesome time in seeing family and friends and colleagues and reconnected with them. Great job to each of you.
Awesome.
Oh, Bo Sam, Auntie.
Bo.
Tom Woolworth says, morning from New Mexico.
Oh, from Albuquerque. Hey.
And Cynthia John
Morning,
says,
Tom.
watching from Southern Nevada outside Las Vegas.
Oh, thank you, Cynthia, for sharing that.
Yep.
Chef A.
Mado.
Sicario says 11 years on April 5th.
What? Sicario. Huh?
Guy.
Isn't that movie, Sicario?
Yes, it's that movie.
That's all the comments we got.
Yeah. Congrats on 11 years.
Yep.
Roswell. Okay, Tom. Who? Oh, do we want to
Well, we can.
jump
I don't
into
know what else we got going on. Oh, we got Sober Seams going on tonight.
Tonight, Sober
You
Seams.
guys come out.
Here at 1950 South Shepherd, 6 to 8. Right?
Yep.
We'll have some food. If you need any help sewing, 101 or any kind of advice, we have our ladies here. We also have belts and some beans and bones and beads.
That's not the food. That's for necklaces.
Oh, necklaces, yeah, not the bone broth thing. But yeah, we have like these lanyards here if you want to make necklace, or if you want to start breastplate or gourd dance, sat or is it sash?
Bandolier.
Bandolier.
There you go, boss.
Bandolier. You can come make one and learn how if you don't. But just come on out, visit. We have food. We usually have a big crowd.
Yeah.
So yeah, first come,
Here early.
first serve. Hey.
If you want to have a seat and you want to eat.
Yeah, we won't run out of chairs, surprisingly. But yeah, tonight, 1950 South Shepherd, 6 to 8.
Awesome. Shall we read?
Oh yeah, I'm getting share today's meditation. We're still in the winter. Today is February 10th. It says, the ground on which we stand is sacred ground. It is the dust and blood of our ancestors. Plenty coops. Upsholike, crow. Mother Earth is a source of life and the place of all returns to. She gives us life. She feeds us through our journey, and she waits for us to return to her. The Indian way is to recognize the earth as the place of our ancestors. This is why certain places on earth are considered sacred areas, sacred land. This is the place of our ancestors. We all need to reflect upon the earth, the place where our ancestors lived. We need to have love and respect for the earth. My creator, let me honor the place of our ancestors, Mother Earth. Ooh. You want you want to go first?
You want me to?
Or it's up to you.
Go ahead. I'll let you.
What came to my mind is able to, I might say a few times on here, but just able to, our ceremony. It's, I was talking about it with my wife this weekend. How the Cheyenne Rampajos, they have these, our Sundance, one of the oldest ceremonies. There's a lot of tribes I didn't get to, able to carry their ceremonies, or a lot of them has, they say, like died and can't bring it back. And just so thankful that we're able to, so still have our ceremonies, for our people, and I learned at a very young age. I used to do the fire and help, bring food, and I never complained. I never. I mean, there was one year I had poison ivy like dripping off of me, and man, it was horrible. But man, I didn't like. Yeah, I was crying. I was mad. I was just frustrated that I had that poison ivy. Like I can go without this, but I don't know. Just kind of thankful now. I look back at it. Like man, it made me stronger. It made me tough. And able to keep praying and keep the fire going. And like my uncles and my family that went through, they always, I understand now, they would say, hey, go drink water, go, go eat something for me real quick. And I'd be like, okay, well, I'm not even hungry or thirsty, but they're dancing, they're praying for our people, for the family, everybody, the world. And so able to do that and experience that. And I don't know, just so thankful we get to and come back to our land and to our people and respect Mother Earth. And and I telling my son, they ask questions every now and then, and just able to let them know, like, you're to sisters, you're Cheyenne, and everything you're helping them get the willows, they gather, they help, and every summer they last since COVID, they've been helping. And I brought them a few years before, they were younger, they're starting, but they're getting to that age, where they're everything, all the, that learning experience. And I don't know, just that's what came to my mind, and able to be thankful, and that sacrifice, and that sacrifice, I'm learning that, it tests your mobility, your mindset. Because the bad spirits, everything's working all the time, always trying to, just waiting for you. Like Barry always says, that addiction's doing push-ups, it's waiting for you to
Right.
slip up. It don't matter how many days you got, how many years, every day's a new day. And it's just thankful to wake up sober and clean and able to think and have the last couple of weeks, I don't mean to say like be broke or anything, but you want to go do this and have a good time and travel, but man, you have your bills paid, you have my car, my family, there's food on the table, there's milk, there's cereal, and just be thankful. You just gotta look back and think. Elder once told me just to step back and look, look at the bigger picture, look at everything around you, because we get so far working and focusing, especially everybody in school, going to school, doing their thing, sometimes we don't have time to step back. But once you find that time to step back, Mahayot will he'll let you know, you'll be able to see it, recognize it. So that's all I got. So
good one. There's a lot of things that we take for granted in life. Our connection to the earth is one of the big ones. I know growing up for myself, like that wasn't ever something that I was really reverent about. And there's a lot of reverence that comes along with that connection. A lot of these places that we walk on, a lot of these places that we've been, our ceremonial grounds, the places we dance, the places we gather, like these are all places that our ancestors have been. All places that they prayed on, all places that they bled on, all places they've been before. And there's a lot of power that comes with that. And I think that when we start to recognize that, man, like I'm here because of the prayers of my people. I'm here because of the prayers of my family. I'm here because the ground that we're walking on, the ground that we go and pray on, was prayed on before. That that connection with the earth that our people had, you know, there was just a higher reverence for it. You know, we do all kinds of stuff now all over the world that, you know, causes the earth harm, and we lack that reverence anymore. And I think that's sometimes that can put us in our place. It causes things to go wrong. It causes discipline to happen in our lives, because along with that connection to the earth, you're also having a better connection with with God, with Creator. And when you start severing that connection in some sort of way, it makes life harder. And I don't think people realize that. And I went through times in my life where, like I said, as I was growing up, I never had that reverence. I never thought about it. The last thing I'm thinking about is the prayers of my ancestors, or the prayers that even my parents used to maybe say over me, or my grandparents, or my aunts, or my uncles. And now that I have this knowledge that even if it was just one prayer, that there was no chance that Creator didn't hear him. There was no chance that God didn't hear him, even if it was one prayer. And that prayer had power. It still has power, because that same prayer, they could have been voicing over my kids and their kids. And how important is that, man? Because I want to try to set that same precedent for my kids and share those prayers with them, share that time with them in reverence, whatever ground that we're on, for them to hear that, for them to experience it, for them to develop that relationship with God, to show that, hey, man, and one day you can remember, man, Dad was praying this, and I remember him talking about, our kids, and I remember him praying that the land that we're on, is still here, because some of it, it's disappearing, being taken from us still to this day. And like, it's these prayers and things that are still guiding us. It's, that relationship with God that allows us to find out, if those prayers are going to be answered in our time, because eventually they will be, but it might not be our time. It might be our children's time. It might be our grandchildren's time, or the generation after that. And when we think about our generations of healing that we're going through, like, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 generations before it fully comes around. And when I look at my life, sometimes I look at it and, like, maybe I'm that first generation of healing that's happening. And if that's the case, then it's going to take some time for it to fully develop, and for it to fully get through to my family, and for that connection to really occur. Now, I can teach myself and try to learn as much as possible, but I'm not going to learn everything, and I'm not going to be able to teach my kids everything. But over time, as they're learning from me, they're going to be able to learn from others, and they're going to learn more about the connection to earth and their own relationship with God. And so I think, like, it's just that era, or that aura of humility that we have to have, and gratitude that we have to have, that we develop over time, that, we're not the places we are. We don't own this. We don't own any of it. We're just stewards of everything that we have. Like, we're not taking anything with us once we pass. So we're just taking care of the things that are gifted to us. We're taking care of the blessings that Creator gives to us over time. And man, once I started to realize that, it changes your path, because I started to think, like, man, like, I don't need the best of everything, because in eventuality I'm not going to have it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that my human side doesn't long to have, like, a nicer car, or a nicer house, or to have nicer clothes, or things like that, because I mean, that's just us being human. And those desires, worldly desires. And so, like, I think that that's a battle we have to battle every single day. And I think, like, we're not going to get any better than that unless we start having our thoughts of humility and our thoughts of gratitude. You talked about it a little bit today, and saying that you have an gratitude more about the things that you have, and the things that you're learning. And that's just a big part of understanding that, we're blessed every single day. that we're blessed to wake up. That even though it seems like we're broke, like, man, we have food on the table. Man, where all of our bills are paid. Man, my car is running.
Yeah.
Because there's days where the car doesn't want to run, or the car doesn't want to start, or like maybe the heat goes out, or maybe the water heater isn't working. But we got to wake up.
Yeah.
And there's a reason that we're still here. And I think Barry says that all the time. Like, hey man, like I got woke up today, so I'm supposed to be a blessing for somebody today. And I don't want to take that for granted, because at some point I want people to look at me and see God's love coming out of me. I want them to see the favor of God coming through me. And I don't have to share anything with them. I just want them to be able to feel it, to experience that, and to know that because of my relationship with God, that they're going to be able to just feel that energy coming from me. And I think, we experience that a lot when people, we do humor and stuff all the time. But if you come into our office and you have a serious tone, like the mood will switch. And we understand that there's people that come up there that need to talk, or that they need a space just to sit down and be quiet. And you would think that the last place they would ever want to come to be quiet is in our office. But sometimes a person's safe place is a person's safe place. And so, it's just having gratitude for everything that we're given on a daily basis, especially, waking up in the morning. So just go through life having a reverence for what you're given. Understand that the land that we're on is, it's been prayed over, it's been prayed for, and those prayers are still being answered on a daily basis. And I think that if we go through life and we understand that it allows us to have a deeper connection with Creator. And I think that's what we're all striving for.
Yep.
So that's my knowledge today.
Oh, my dude.
We'll get into some more comments.
Yeah, see a lot of comments.
Susan Stacy shares, great turnout Saturday. I had a great time visiting my Arapaho side of the family and seeing you all. My cousin Brian was AD.
Yeah.
Oh,
Appreciate Brian.
yeah,
Had
Brian.
come out and help out. He's always wanted
Yeah.
to help out. So
That's good.
Jeremiah Two Bear says, Kahani Washtelo from Fargo, North Dakota.
Stay low. Oh, Jeremy.
Alan Fletcher says, so happy. We all had a pivorific Etha-T-tastic second year recovery anniversary dance. I love it.
Yeah.
Lots of groovy healing and blessings for everyone.
Dez is going to be using those lines all the time.
Yeah.
I heard him say pivorific before, but never Etha-T-tastic.
We have to put that on a sign or something.
Yeah.
Make
Shirt.
him one of those shirts.
Yeah.
I love it. That's so funny. OCO to Kimberly
Yeah,
Sexton.
OCO.
Oh.
Elizabeth Brown says,
Wado.
that's why we cultivate the healing forest.
Yep,
The severance causes dysfunction.
absolutely.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Christy Combe shares, to be grounded and established in a firm foundation is what I'm learning is a very prevalent to living a healthy and blessed life. Passing that on to my kids and grandkids is what my focus is now. Knowing what we have, Creator that watches over them and protects, provides, and guides them.
Yep,
Mm.
good one.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, Christy.
We have a walnut to Chad Riley.
Oh, Chad boy.
Chad boy.
Hollywood.
Elizabeth Brown says, each one reach one.
Yep.
Daniel Given shares, if no one told y'all today, you two are a blessing to me.
Oh, you're a blessing.
You pick which two.
Wait.
Drew Wilson says, good morning, gentlemen, and tour project.
Morning, brother Drew.
Brother Jew. White Bear.
McKay K shares, you guys are a blessing to help natives create a sober, fun place to hang while not always having a place.
Thank you.
Oh, KK. Cool. Thank y'all, everybody's comments, everything. Yeah. Safe travels to y'all, wherever y'all's going or doing. Good luck. And thank y'all for dropping in a comment, watching our live. But yeah, anything else going on there?
I know snack bags are supposed to be still open until
snack
the end of the
bags.
week. We just dropped a safety box, I think.
Same home kit.
Yeah, safe home kit is what we just dropped. So that I know people are already ordering that one. Valentine's Day's coming up. You better get that
I
second
know, you
snack
better
bag
get- yeah.
before the time's up.
Before Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know most of y'all have them spending the night bags already ready.
Mm,
See, Theta has one packed already. She says she's going up to
hey,
Pawnee country. So
Pawnee.
I know. See if she comes back with one of my relatives.
Yeah.
Mary Faye better be watching out for her.
Hey, Mary Faye.
I
Oh,
know.
hey, yeah,
Mary
she's
Faye,
the
"Hey,
one."
this is Theta. Come meet her. She's such a great lady. Yeah.
Dang.
Appreciate everybody tuning in.
Yep.
You guys come see us tonight if you're not busy.
All right.
Oh.
Ho.